17 habits proven to prevent diabetes. Diabetes is a growing threat to global health. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reported that 37.3 million Americans, or 1 in 10 people, suffer from diabetes. It is the 7th leading cause of death. Though there are some inheritable factors you cannot control, still there are many things you can do to avoid being a part of this worrying statistic. So keep watching to learn about 17 proven habits that can reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes and keeps you fit and healthy. Number 1, eating breakfast. If you don't eat a proper breakfast, this may change your approach. The researchers found that skipping breakfast once a week increases the risk of type 2 diabetes by 6%, and the percentage increases with skipping breakfast 4 or 5 times a week, resulting in an increased risk of 55%. This is because skipping breakfast causes insulin resistance and results in poor dietary choices for the rest of the day. It is, without a doubt, one of the most important meals of the day. Number 2, managing stress. When we think of the most common causes of diabetes, we think of hereditary factors, excessive eating, or a lack of exercise. While this is true, we often forget one important cause: stress. Studies show that stress doubles the diabetes risk. High amounts of stress hormones cause the pancreas insulin-producing cells to malfunction, resulting in less insulin production and an increased risk of diabetes. Number 3, drinking coffee. Good news for coffee lovers! According to scientific studies, consuming coffee, both caffeinated and decaffeinated, lowers your risk of type 2 diabetes. Coffee contains bioactive compounds that improve insulin sensitivity, increase its secretion, and decrease fasting glucose levels. For maximum benefits, keep it simple. Don't load your coffee with sugar, artificial sweeteners, and heavy cream. You can add a little cinnamon if you want a nice, sweet flavor. Number 4, eating blueberries regularly. According to a study published in the British Medical Journal, eating more fruit, especially blueberries, is associated with a lower risk of type 2 diabetes. So what is the reason behind the anti-diabetic properties of blueberries? It is because of the high amount of phytochemicals, particularly anthocyanins. It enhances insulin sensitivity, helps improve glucose metabolism, and lowers blood sugar levels. However, these benefits are associated with whole fruit and not juice. Number 5, keeping your portion sizes small. Eating too much at meals is associated with higher blood sugar and insulin levels, thus increasing your diabetes risk. Fortunately, research has shown that reducing the portion size can help prevent diabetes or reduce its symptoms. To control portion size, eat slowly and mindfully. Start meals with a glass of water and use smaller plates. Number 6, getting enough sleep. Lack of sleep causes increased blood sugar levels. Even a single night of partial sleep deprivation can promote insulin resistance, which can raise blood sugar levels. However, studies show that excessive sleepiness is also linked to a higher risk of diabetes. 7 to 8 hours per day is the sweet spot and ideal for diabetes prevention. Number 7, get active. Commitment to regular workouts can reduce your risk of diabetes. Find something that fits your schedule and you enjoy doing. If you already do regular exercise, you can increase the positive effects on your health by increasing its intensity and duration. Aim to vary your activities by mixing walking and jogging with swimming or weight training. Your doctor can help you choose the ideal training and intensity for you. Number 8, light to moderate alcohol consumption. You don't have to give up alcohol if you want to lower your risk of developing diabetes. In fact, light to moderate alcohol use has been shown to protect against type 2 diabetes in normal weight individuals, as it increases adiponectin levels, a hormone that improves insulin sensitivity. We've made it halfway through our list, and we sincerely hope you've enjoyed it so far. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and ring the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. Let's move forward with the video. Number 9, don't smoke. We all know smoking cigarettes is bad for health, but did you know it can also cause type 2 diabetes? And if you already have diabetes, smoking can make it worse. When chemicals in cigarette smoke damage cells, it leads to inflammation, which results in swelling and impairs normal cell function. Oxidative stress is another harmful condition brought on by cigarette smoking. Evidence strongly suggests a potential link between inflammation, oxidative stress, and a higher risk of developing diabetes. Number 10, cut sugar and refined carbohydrates from your diet. Consuming foods high in refined carbohydrates and sugar raises insulin and blood sugar levels, which eventually cause diabetes. Examples of refined carbohydrates include white bread, sweets, and fast food. Limit your sugar intake and go for complex carbohydrates like whole grains, vegetables, and oats. Many items in the supermarket seem to be perfect for diabetes because they don't contain added sugar. However, they are full of simple carbohydrates, which could send your blood sugar levels soaring. Check the nutrition facts before adding anything to your cart to find out how much sugar and carbs are in each serving. Number 11, follow a high-fiber diet. A diet rich in fiber is crucial for good health. It is found in plant-based food and reduces the risk of many diseases, including diabetes. According to studies, those with a higher risk of developing diabetes can lower their blood sugar and insulin levels by eating a diet high in fiber. Additionally, it is also beneficial for weight control and digestive health. What's not to love? Number 12, drink water as your primary beverage. Sticking with water can help you limit your intake of sugar-rich beverages. The risk of type 2 diabetes has been related to sugary drinks, including soda and sweetened fruit juices. Observational research of 2,800 participants indicated a 20% increased risk of type 2 diabetes in those who consumed more than 2 servings of sugary beverages each day. Additionally, one study discovered that drinking 1 serving of sugar-sweetened beverages per day caused an 18% rise in the prevalence of type 2 diabetes. In contrast, consuming more water may improve insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control. Number 13, try to lose excess weight. Carrying extra weight may increase your risk of diabetes, but the good thing is losing just a few pounds can make a big difference. In one large study, participants reduced their risk of diabetes by 60% after losing around 7% of their body weight. There are several effective methods for losing weight. Avoid fad diets, single food diets, and tricks that are too good to be true, like the sleep diet. Instead, aim for a balance of healthy, unprocessed foods without any additional sweetener or starches. Number 14, optimize your vitamin D levels. Vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, reduces the risk of type 2 diabetes by improving the body's sensitivity to insulin, a hormone responsible for controlling blood sugar levels. Additionally, some researchers also believe that this vitamin helps in regulating the production of insulin in the pancreas. For getting enough vitamin D, eat foods like fish, mushrooms, and egg yolk in your diet and spend some time in sunlight. Number 15, manage blood pressure. According to a study in the Canadian Journal of Cardiology, people with high blood pressure usually have insulin resistance and are more likely to develop diabetes than people with normal blood pressure. Systolic blood pressure reduction of 5 millimeters of mercury decreased the risk of diabetes by 11%. You can reduce high blood pressure by eating healthy, doing exercise, and reducing the amount of sodium in your diet. Number 16, limiting mouthwash use. The occasional swig of mouthwash before bed may be beneficial for your gums, but that's not the case with the rest of your body. A study published in the journal Nitric Oxide found that among 1,200 overweight people aged 40 to 65, those who used mouthwash at least twice a day had a 55% higher risk of developing both prediabetes and diabetes than those who used it less frequently. This is because antibacterial components in mouthwash alter nitric oxide production, which can result in metabolic diseases like diabetes. Number 17, visit the doctor. Some of type 2 diabetes' most common symptoms, such as fatigue, impaired vision, and frequent urination, are easy to overlook. Because of this, frequently visiting your doctor is one of the best methods to prevent diabetes. By doing this, you can ensure that your blood sugar levels are normal, and if not, you can work with your healthcare practitioner to get your blood sugar levels back to the normal range. There are numerous actions you can take to prevent diabetes. Rather than seeing prediabetes as a stepping stone to diabetes, see it as a motivator for making healthy changes that can help reduce your risk. The best way to prevent diabetes is to eat the right foods and adopt lifestyle habits that promote healthy levels of insulin and blood sugar. Do you find this video informative or helpful? Let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos. Don't forget to like and share. Stay healthy!